We're going to preview and talk about Super Bowl 60, the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. And here you go. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but the records are 14-3. If you're going off points per game, 28.8 for the New England Patriots, which is second in the league. 28.4 for the Seahawks, third in the league. You can go through here and look at the yardage per game. Ranked third for the Patriots. Passing yards per game is fourth. Rushing yards is sixth. Defensive points per game is fourth. They only give up 18.8. But look over on the other side, Seahawks have the first ranked defensive points per game, 17.2. As you can see, both teams are very much have performed this year offensively and defensively. But we cannot forget to mention that the schedules have been vastly different. However, we keep saying that about the New England Patriots, and they keep winning. So
they keep winning. They're in the Super
played
Bowl.
How many of these defensive juggernauts have they played so far in the playoffs? Like
three straight
top tens, right?
3 straight top 10 defenses. But again, what's that? 3 straight top 10 defenses. So that tells you right there, Buffalo's defense. Oh, no, Buffalo didn't play Buffalo. Sorry. They played the Chargers. They played Houston. They played Denver. I think it's 3 top 5 defenses.
Golly. Well, they're about to see another.
And then the Seahawks is another top 5. So if they beat them, it reminds me of the run that the Denver Broncos made when they beat the Panthers. The offensive rankings that they beat when they made that run with the Broncos when Peyton Manning could barely throw it 25 yards.
Yeah. We're going to go position by position. I want you guys to tell me who has the nod, okay? Here's your quarterbacks. Drake May, first in completion rating, 72%. Sam Darnold was 8th. Passing yards, Drake May is 4th. Sam Darnold was 5th. Passing touchdowns, 3rd for Drake May. 9th for Sam Darnold. Interceptions, that should be flipped. Sam Darnold has the 3rd most interceptions. Drake May is the 16th most interceptions. And then quarterback rating, Drake May takes a clean sweep here, first in quarterback rating and passing rating, and Sam Darnold's 19th and 11th. Who has the advantage here at quarterback?
If this is a regular season game, I'd say Drake May. But Drake May has not played very well in his playoffs. Now, that could be to do with the defense has maybe been playing, but Sam Darnold's been playing lights out in the playoffs where it's mattered. So I'm going to give the edge to the Seahawks just because of how he's been playing in the postseason.
Yeah,
John.
No, I have to agree. I think the youth of Drake May, I think is going to be a slight disadvantage. Not ever playing in a game like this. Now, I mean, I could say the same.
John, how many fumbles has he got?
80 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in the first 2 games he had 6.
Something like that.
It's one of those things where I think nerves will get the best of you. Now, I mean, you could say the same with Darnold. I mean, he's not ever been, the last 2 years is really the only time he's played big games, this, that, whatever. But this guy, I think, has, and we've said it throughout the year. Kevin O'Connell, I think, had a big to do with reviving his career, but I think this guy's finally figured it out. He was obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks coming out in the draft the year that he came to the NFL. But you get into a situation where it's just failure after failure after failure. Most guys, and we've seen it year in and year out with guys drafted in bad situations, they just never figure it out. They kind of give up and they wash out of the league. This guy didn't quit. This guy, I mean, obviously spent years as a backup in San Francisco and whatnot. This guy's put it together, and I'm happy to see that, finally somebody's come out of the Jets organization and turned their career around and doing well. I'm impressed with what this kid. Well, I call him a kid. I mean, heck, what this guy's done. And I think he's going to be a big part of the reason why the Seahawks win this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Drake May is more talented,
Oh, for sure.
but I can go there. We'll go there later with predictions. But so you guys are going Sam Darnold there. So we're going Seahawks advantage at the quarterback position. Next, we have the running backs, and the Seahawks actually took a pretty big hit with Charbonnet going down.
Did they though?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they
They
did.
unlocked another level of Kenneth Walker. Is what they did.
Well, yeah, Kenneth, but if you're comparing Walker and Holani, is that you say his name?
Oh yeah, no.
With Stevenson and Henderson. Now I know
The
they haven't been given the ball.
Is it a
yet.
Halani or Lonnie? The drinks that our wives like to drink, those Alanis.
You mean
The
wives?
Lonnies are good, boy.
Yeah. But if you look at these numbers, again, it's kind of sides with the Patriots here. 6th in yards per game, 22 touchdowns to 19. And they both fumble a lot. And so
what I want to know is, what did Henderson do to get put in the doghouse in these playoffs?
Good question, because
No idea.
Because he is
They're in the
barely
second half
touched
of
the
the
ball.
year.
Yeah.
They're in the second half of the season. That dude was going off when Stevenson got hurt. It didn't matter.
Maybe that's just a simple thing. If Stevenson came back and 100% healthy, and Vrabel's just going to run with the veteran. I mean,
I'm just telling you, with as explosive as Henderson is and with what he was doing, I don't care. I'm using them both. I'm giving him more than 3 carries in a game.
but hey, shout out to Ramondre Stevenson, Oklahoma Sooner, starting in the Super Bowl, baby. Thank you. Boomer Sooner.
Advantage who with running backs?
I think it's the Patriots because of the fact that if Henderson at any time, he may only give him 5 touches, but he can turn those 5 touches into 80 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, so can Walker, though.
But Walker, to me, was Stevenson. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the Patriots are deeper at the running back with Charbonnet being injured. I mean, I know Halani had a good showing against the Rams, but I think just explosiveness and, I mean, the Patriots could come out and both of those running backs could have 150 yards total offense. I mean,
now I know what you're going to say, John. I mean, Kenneth Walker's turn has looked like top 5 running back in the league in the playoffs, but he's not been a top 5 running back in the league.
Well, it's because they haven't let him.
I don't agree with that.
Well,
at all.
No, I mean, because if you look at it, the guy doesn't have to look over his shoulder anymore. Maybe partially that is him, in his own head or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I mean, we'll never know. But that injury has unlocked something. I mean, obviously, because the guys come out of they're using him more out of the backfield in the passing game. I don't know, running like he's got a chip on his shoulder, and maybe the fact that it's coming down to the end of the year and this is a contract year. So maybe he's just playing for a contract. Who knows? There's 18,000 things that could play into that. But Kenneth Walker has looked like a different running back the last couple games. That's just me.
Congratulations. But 4.6 yards per carry this year, 3.7 last year, 4.1 the year before. That's not top 5 running back numbers. Here's the other argument. If I'm being completely honest, out of all 4 of these running backs that we're looking at right now, the most talented is probably Travion Henderson.
Oh, for sure.
So whatever reason he's not getting the ball, I don't know. Maybe because Stevenson that's the running style they kind of want, especially against these better defenses, possibly. But the most talented out of this group is Travion Henderson. But if we're going for a combination of running backs, it's the Patriots, in my opinion, with Stevenson and Henderson. Now, let me ask you this: what about if Charbonnet didn't get hurt? What would be your?
The Seattle.
I'd still go to Patriots because of the Henderson factor.
It would be a lot closer for me.
It'd be a lot closer.
I'd still go Patriots because I think Henderson is just absolutely unbelievable.
And then now what's going to happen is Henderson's going to come out and get 3 carries.
Absolutely. But here's the thing about Henderson, and this has been said, people say that Henderson can be like a Jahmyr Gibbs light. That's all you had to tell me. When I heard that comparison, Jahmyr Gibbs light.
The dude almost ran for 1,000 yards on Not a lot of carries.
So why is he not getting the ball? I can't answer that. I really can't. But in these playoffs, Kenneth Walker has really, really showed out. So I'm going to go lean Patriots in this. I'm going to break the tie here. We're going to go Patriots for running back. So we got Seahawks quarterbacks, and then the Patriots take over the running backs. Wide receiver / tight ends. Okay. This one's going to be pretty easy for me.
It's not even a question.
Depth is probably the Patriots, but the superstar, the man, the show, it is the Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. I don't need anybody else. You can try to triple team me. I'm still going to get open and get the ball. This one's the Seahawks.
Yeah, no, I don't even give the depth to New England, really. The 3 tight ends that the Seahawks are using, or the multiple tight end sets, and the receivers and everybody combined, you put all them on the field. The only one that you might pick off the Patriots is going to be Stephon Diggs.
Shaheed's only had 189 yards on the year, and then Bobo's only caught 2 balls. So, like, the depth-wise,
the problem is
you go look at the stats, the Patriots are deeper at that position because they have, like, 5 guys that have 400-plus yards.
Shaheed's bringing more to the game in the special team side as well, too. But, I mean, Shaheed could take the top off of it at any time down the field. He could blow the doors off any D-back, most D-backs in the NFL, and can stretch the field. And even if he's not catching the ball, he's opening up the run game. He's helping some of the underneath routes. I mean, there's multiple things. Obviously, these route concepts are there for a reason. You've got a guy that you have to keep under control, or he's going to catch an 80-yard touchdown. I mean, that's something you have to game plan for. You can't just, he's only caught so many passes for so many yards. But he also, in the last 3 years, if I remember right, he leads the NFL with the most 40-yard catches.
It's crazy. You said opening the game up, and the longest reception this year goes to the Patriots.
And that's fine. I mean, that's cute and all, but it's like I said, in the last 3 years, Rashid Shaheed leads the NFL in 40-yard receptions. I mean, that's nothing to just bat an eye out. That dude
JSN is the reason why they win it in this category.
Oh, yeah. JSN is hands down a big part of the reason. My argument was against the depth. Depth doesn't do anything for me.
I do like Henry over on the Patriots side. That helps them.
I like Boutte over Cup. I like Hollins over Shaheed. I like Henry. Like, on the depth wise, when you go look at the stats, the Patriots got more guys that have done it, but you got the big crystal diamond over there that shines over everybody.
Yeah, well, you see right here on the stats. I mean, 31, ranked 5th in the NFL. Patriots for touchdowns, 4th in yards per game, but the average per catch, they're both 1st and 2nd. I mean, Seahawks are 1st. Look how many fumbles the receivers have, though. I found that kind of interesting.
That's crazy.
Last in receiver fumbles. So, yeah. All right. So we're going Seahawks there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to offensive line. Okay. And I pulled a couple different stats from a couple of different websites here. Pro Football Network was one of them. It had a team OLI. And it gave the Seahawks the 9th ranked offensive line. Had the Patriots as the 12th ranked. And that might be wrong. I might have to go look at that. I can't remember. I might have the 9th wrong on the NFL rank because their number was higher, 74.5. So Patriots might actually grade it out better. But pressure rate allowed. This was interesting. Okay. The Seahawks were 9th in the NFL at pressure rate allowed. Rush stuff rate, the Patriots were actually better with a 17.9%. Lowers better in this instance. Time to throw. This was interesting. Seconds of time to throw. 3.2 seconds for the Patriots. It's 2nd in the NFL. 2.8 for the Seahawks is only 25th in the NFL. So those 0.4 seconds is a difference between 23 spots in the NFL. And then the no blitz pressure rate, Seahawks were better at the 9th. I think we talked about that. The Patriots struggle a little bit when they blitz you. So Offensive line, who do you got?
I think this is a wash.
Yeah,
I got it tied. Both of them, I think they're both very good. Both have very good left tackles, and Charles Cross and Will Campbell. I mean, they're both just solid across the board. I mean,
I think the one thing that Campbell has had a tough year, as a rookie. I mean, obviously there's growing pains. I think the offensive line, I do agree. I think it's a wash. Obviously he's going to have a good game because now that pass rush is going to eat him alive. But
okay, so we're going to wash that one. All right, let's go to defensive line. Okay, pressure rate. Seahawks with the 6th best pressure rate. No blitz pressure rate, 9th. Yards before contact per running back rush, 6th, and then rush stuff rate, 18th. So basically what this is saying is when they actually run the ball, Patriots are actually a little bit better when they successfully hand the ball off. However, the Seahawks get the pressure way better on defense from the defensive line, and they get to the running back way quicker whenever they hand off to the running back, is what this is saying. Who do you got? And they run different. By the way, they do run different defenses. That's why you have 3 on the Patriots side, and you have 4 on the Seahawks side. So
I got the Seahawks. Seahawks just because I think they get to the quarterback better than the Patriots. The Patriots until this playoffs. Now, say that before the playoffs, the Patriots, I think when I talked about, were 26 in the league in sacks. But now these playoffs, they're getting to the quarterback quite a bit. So, I mean, they've stepped up their performance, which I think a big part of that was they got Milton Williams back, and he's been healthy, and he's been clogging up that middle and doing a great job in interior rush, and it's helped them. So, but like, I'm going to Seahawks. I think it's pretty close. It's a lot closer than some of these stats say, but I just got the edge to me is to the Seahawks.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And a big part of it is obviously I got to watch D-Law in Dallas for several years, and I love that dude. And the simple fact that this is the first year away from Dallas, and he's in a Super Bowl after saying, what he said in the little beef between him and Parsons. He ain't going to win nothing in Dallas, that he came over here to win, and they're already in the Super Bowl. Hey, congrats. If he goes and gets a ring, that's phenomenal. But he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder. I think him and Williams are just going to absolutely be a big difference maker in this game. Hence the reason why I say Campbell's going to have a good game facing these guys, or they're going to eat him alive.
All right, so we're going to give the edge to the Seahawks on the defensive line. Let's move over to linebackers, and here you go. Well, I was just talking about the 4-3 that the Seahawks run compared to the 3-4 the Patriots run. But as you can tell on both the NFL ranks here from linebackers, extremely close. Both have excellent linebackers. Okay, they're actually tied in sacks. I found this interesting. The Seahawks are first in linebacker interceptions. I feel like Jones has, I want to say 4.
I was going to say, I think he's got most of them.
Yeah, Jones has a lot of them. So who do you give the edge to here? Linebackers.
Patriots. I think the Patriots are deeper at the linebacking core. I think they just, the sacks are even there, but I think this is the ones that get the most pressure for the Patriots compared to the defense line. I like Spillane in the middle, controlling things. Seahawks ain't no joke at the linebacking core either.
No,
they're very athletic. And then the guy that they're not even on this list that comes in and plays for them is Bofa Mayo. As a substitution. But I'm just the Patriots. I think their linebacking. I think that's the engine to their defense is those 4 guys right there.
Yes. Chason is an absolute stud. Landry, Spillane, Ellis. Those guys are. It's one of the best cores in the best groups in the NFL. they're very talented, and like Mosby said, I mean, Seattle is as well. It's tough. Obviously, when you're looking at this little deal here, 483 tackles. Wow, they got 19 more tackles than the Seahawks do. Yeah, well, they also run a 3-4 defense, so they got an extra defense on the field every now and then. But the sacks and the interceptions you give to the Seahawks, but it's still pretty close. Everything is close, but I just think, man, as a group all together out on the field, I think it's going to lean Patriots way.
Oh, there's something in the air tonight.
Yeah, you guys are freaking me out.
We've agreed on almost everything, man.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're freaking me out here. I heard the Cowboys are better than the Chiefs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they are.
Sorry. So the linebackers are going to go to the Patriots, and last but not least, the defensive backs. And I couldn't really find a bunch of stats for this one, but again, you have 5 over here because the Seahawks run a nickel a lot, and you only got 4 defensive backs for the Patriots. Net yards per play is what that is. Or pass attempt, I think. Net yards per pass attempt. Second for Seahawks, 14th for Patriots, and then they've got 12 interceptions to 7. I put tackles on there. Basically, all I was really finding was the team passing against numbers. So, out of these names, who do you like best? I'll tell you this before you guys comment. I think this might be another situation to where one team might have better depth, but one team has the best definite person on their team.
The best player out of the secondary is Christian Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
Devon Witherspoon's no slouch, but Christian Gonzalez, when both of these defenses are on the field, is the best defensive player out of both units on the field. And if he can slow down JSN, which I don't know if they're going to put him on JSN or if they're just going to tell him to take one side of the field away, you stay on that field and cut it in half. And so it goes kind of back to the old adage of Darrelle Revis versus some of these quarterbacks where, hey, we're just going to keep you on one side of the field, you take it away, so we're going to force everything to the left side or right side. I kind of like that instead of moving the guy all across the field.
Deion Sanders do.
I like, hey, let's force them all to one side so we can go counter that because we know we got you over here. They're not coming at you. You don't have to go follow JSN. Let's just keep you over here and take that side of the field away. But Christian Gonzalez is the best defensive player that will be on the field in the Super Bowl. So give me the Patriots.
John.
Yeah. If I'm looking at this, yes, Christian Gonzalez is hands down the best defensive player at the corner position. But I'm sorry, I'm leaning the opposite way. If I'm talking about, because we're not asking who the best player is, we're asking what the best group is. And there's one name on here that isn't even listed. And I know Job's been starting over him, but Reek Woolen is one of the better quarterbacks, or has been one of the better cornerbacks since he's been drafted. Obviously, Eamon Moore as a rookie has been absolutely phenomenal. Kobe Bryant is good. Witherspoon's no joke. You've got Julian Love, who is one of the better safeties out there. It's as a whole in a group, a secondary. I'm going Seattle on this one.
I will break the tie. I'm going to go simply because of depth, and it's probably going to really get. They're probably going to get an advantage here simply because I think this defense is just superior to the other teams. I'm going to go Seattle, but Gonzalez is by far the best out of this group, and it was kind of a JSN moment for me. Whenever we talk about the receivers, it was like, it's obvious JSN is just this, this
the guy. Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Gonzalez is an absolute animal. So, all right. So we went, let's see, what did we go? We went quarterbacks. We went
Seahawks.
Running backs. We went
Patriots.
Okay. Receivers.
Receivers, Patriots, or no, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Okay.
Offensive line, Wash.
We
Okay.
washed them out. Yep.
Defensive line, Seahawks. Linebackers, Patriots. Secondary, Seahawks.
Okay, so that's
4 to
4 to 2. I didn't do special teams
or anything, but yeah, the
is
kicker
what it
goes to Jason
we go to
Myers.
So it is time. It is time for predictions. The prediction, and how I want you to do this prediction, since it is the last game, I want you to give me a quick summary of how the game's going to go, and then give me a final score.
John, you go first.
So it's tough, but I think you're gonna see the Patriots come out early, a little bit of early firepower, be up at halftime. But I think you're going to see the Seahawks with a second half surge, and they're going to win 34-27.
Okay, Mose?
I think it's going to be sloppy in the beginning. I think both quarterbacks are going to pressure a little bit, push too much. Might see a turnover from each team here and there. But I think by the end of the second quarter, both offenses are going to find their stride a little bit. And then second half, I think it's going to be a little bit of a back and forth game. But I see the Seahawks winning 31-24.
Seahawks winning 31-24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna read off what I texted one of my friends the other day. What I think it's going to go. It's going to be 10-0 Seahawks after the first quarter. Okay, it will be 21-10 Seahawks at halftime. But this is where the Patriots make a little bit of a comeback. It'll be 24-17 after the third quarter. And it's going to end up being 27-20 Seahawks winning Super Bowl 60. Mark it down. 27-20 for me. Mosby said 34-27.
No, 31-24.
31-24. John said 34-27. Right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. There are your predictions. It is time. Super Bowl 60.